I don't have a napkin. You guys pretend like you see something like super artsy because I am actually going to use my shirt. Hello my crafty friends, it's Tranae here. We are making a tag card. So I have a couple of things in place. First up, I have my stamp set that I'll be using, and I'm using the Flamingo Together by Lawn Fawn. And I'll be coloring that with some Zig clean color brushes, and I am using the colors N021, N222, and N202 for the pinks, and then I'm using N097 and N09. So those are the colors that I'm using. I have some distress inks. I have peacock feathers, spun sugar, pink raspberry, tea dye, and mustard seed. I'm also using some post-it tape. This is like their fully masked tape. I love this stuff. Great for making cards. Also, I have some stamping mask paper. We'll be using that to create our ocean waves. And for my ocean waves, I am using the Stitch Puffy border, but when you flip it upside down, you have waves. So I'll be taking a sheet of this and running it through my die machine and creating something that looks like this. And I'm using both pieces of that. So also I needed a mask that's a circle, so I used one of my punches and punched out a circle, but I'll also be using that. And last but not least, because this is like the most important thing, I have a card base that I have created using this tag. And all I did was fold a sheet of paper in half, and you want to line up the folded edge with the top of your tag and run it through there. And you probably have to run it through there 2 or 3 times to get a clean cut. And then I also have like and this is done with just regular cardstock, like the cheap stuff. And then I have some Bristol that I cut out, and this is going to be the panel that I actually attach to this, because since I'm doing some ink blending, I need something smooth. And then this is also with that Bristol cardstock. All right, so let's get it started. So we are going to start off by grabbing a ruler, and I'm using my T ruler so I can get everything nice and even. And I'm just going to draw a line at the top and at the bottom, and then I'm going to move it over a little bit and do the same thing. And I think I want this line to be over just a little bit more. Alright, so I'm going to grab this and put it right on that line to mask off my 2 sides. Alright, so I am going to take the top part of my mask, the one with the actual stitched borders, and what I'm going to do is trim this down a little bit. That's because I don't quite need to peel the tape, because I like to use stuff over and over again, and if you be a little bit more conservative with your craft stuff, you won't have to replace it as often. Alright. And I am just trying to figure out where I want my waves to kind of go. So I think I want them to come up to about right here. So I have that peacock, and I think I'm going to grab the tumbled glass. So I have the peacock feathers, I'm gonna grab the tumble glass as well because I think I'm gonna need it. And we're going to get the blending. Alright, so now I'm going to come in with that peacock feathers. I love this color. I think it's so pretty. Alright. Then I am going to move this a little bit and come up and over just to get like another line of waves. Yep, that's the wrong color. It'll help if I use the right color, right? There we go. There we go, much better. I did want that a little bit higher. All right. All right, so now that I have this exactly where I want it, I don't want to get like any of those other colors that I was using on there. So I am going to peel this off. And add it to. First, you just got to figure out where everything is. There we go. Because that ink is wet right there, it's gonna have a hard time sticking. So what I'm going to do is grab another little piece and just push it over to the side to give it some more stick. Okay, so now we need to do our sun. All right, so I am going to go in with that mustard seed color, and I am just blending it up. Alright, so I have that where I want it, so I'm going to get my circle and put it over there. And I'm kind of going down a little bit because I want it to be like at the back of that, you know, y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm thinking. Alright, so now I'm coming in with this pink color. And I am just going right over where I had that orange, that yellow, because it's going to make like an orange coral color that is so pretty. All right, now that I kind of have that down, I'm going to just do regular blending. All right, and then I am going to swap out colors and come in with the spun sugar for the very top so it kind of fades out. Okay, and then I'm going back to the other color because I want it to come up just a little bit higher. There we go. And I'll go back to this yellow color just a little bit. All right, so there is our ink blending. Let's reveal what we have. And first off, I want to wipe my fingertips off because you can transfer your ink. There we go. So that's first. And let's move that. And there we go. Let's move that. There we go. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And y'all, I saved my tape. You can reuse it. Alright, so next all I need to do is erase those little guidelines that I had right there. Alright, so now we need to color this in, and I'm using the back of the paper. And I kind of want this to be kind of blotchy, so I'm just kind of tapping and pressing more so than like blending. There go our sandy shore. Alright, so next we're going to get to coloring. So I have stamped out my 2 flamingos using the VersaFine, and I have stamped this on some mixed media paper, and I use the what's the name of it? Strathmore mixed media paper. Alright, so I am going to start with my pinks. And this color is pink flamingo. And honestly, I don't really dig it. To me, it had a little bit too much orange in it. It's a very orange color for some reason. It's looking orange to me. But we are going to roll with it. We're gonna roll with it, y'all. Because I'm still using this image. Alright, so now I am going to do their beaks. And I'm using gray and a light gray color. just gonna blend that out. There we go. So that's our coloring. For some reason, to me, they look almost orangey. I don't know what happened. It kind of makes no sense. Yeah, I have no idea what happened. But, you know, we're gonna keep it moving. All right. So I am taking a water brush and I'm actually gonna try to get some of those little spots where I got outside the lines. I don't have a napkin. You guys pretend like you see something like super artsy because I am actually going to use my shirt. I know I should know better, but yeah, I use my clothes quite often. That's why I kind of craft. You know how like when you were younger and you had play clothes? I have craft clothes because I would like straight wipe my hands on like my clothes. So I have like clothes that I pretty much craft in. Just to keep my nicer stuff looking nice. Alright. Alright, so now that I have my little flamingos cut out, y'all, that cut and scan saved me so much time. I love that thing. Now we can start getting ready to put together our front panel. So we have our sand, we have our flamingos and our panel. We just need to decide where we want everything. And I'll be using some liquid glue today.